January 1930, once upon a time. Is this me in real life? Wait, no, this is my memory. This is inside my memory. Once upon a time. Okay. Two chairs and two girls. The two chairs and the two girls became friends. But one day, one of the girls tied the other girl to the chair. And then the girl who tied the other girl to the chair tied herself up as well. I don't know how, but she did. And together they sang along. They played together, stuck in the chair. But then the girl on the left, she saw a dog. The girl on the left tried to escape to get the dog. The girl managed to escape. And somehow the girl on the right, she managed to untie herself. And then a cat peeked through the window. The end. Of course, it all makes sense now. It all makes sense. Wendy lost the position of the Red Queen when Jennifer confronted her because she killed her dog. So she went to the stray dog to get revenge of the aristocrat club. Okay, yeah, but how does that work? So did she dress up as Joshua as a boy to pretend to be Joshua and then just lead my fake real dad here? And then why did he kill them? Because he was like a gentle giant. When I was at his house, like everything about him, like, okay, everything was a mess, but he was just like a gentle creature. He was just like sad because his son died. And he was trying his best to raise me. He was a depressed father. Like, what happened? Did he go like completely insane when I left? Because to him it felt like he lost two children instead of one. It was like he lost Joshua twice. And then Wendy dressed up as Joshua. And she went there, brought him here, and then he went like absolutely insane. The man was very sad and depressed about Joshua's death. So Wendy took advantage of him. So basically, she made him kill everyone. But I just don't understand why or how. The only thing that I can imagine is that if he was insane, absolutely insane. Like, for example, like, she telling him that the boys or the girls here at the orphanage were making fun of him, like stuff like that. And then he just snapped and killed everyone. And he didn't kill me because he recognized me. And then my real fake dad killed Wendy as well because he was like, "What? You are not Joshua, die!" It's all very confusing, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, it's one of the secret letters that Wendy and I traded. Okay, let's see. Let's read these letters. From Wendy to Jennifer. My dear Jennifer, there is nothing to fear. I'm always by your side. I will never betray you. We made an oath, remember? My dear Jennifer, I'm so relieved that you are well again. Is that why I couldn't find you yesterday morning? It's no use trying to fool me. I can see right through your pranks. Anyway, thanks in advance. Teehee. Jennifer, thank you for introducing me to Brown. But such a filthy dog is not a good match for you and me. Just give it to Nicholas or something, and let's be content with just the two of us. To my stubborn Jennifer, is Brown that important to you? It's just a dog, a filthy animal. Please stop sharing your wonderful smile with that thing. Please smile only at me. Jennifer the Heartless, why didn't you come? I waited and waited for you. Why can't I see you every morning? I think only of you. Are you avoiding me? Okay, well, I guess that Wendy was completely obsessed with us. You were always so lonely. Poor lonely Wendy. I wonder if my letters ever reached her, but why was she lonely? She was like here. She had all the other kids in the orphanage. Oh, was it because she was sick? She couldn't be with everyone in the orphanage? So she was just lonely? Everyone would put their dirty laundry here, and it was my job to wash it. How ironic, the one they called filthy, washing their filthy clothes. It all seems so silly now. Okay, so this is actually Jennifer remembering everything. She's finally remembering everything. Which is good. The bucket night. Bucket night. A makeshift night that Nicholas and Xavier used for sword practice. Though they may have forgotten about it, I've always remembered. For I yearn for a loyal knight to come to my rescue. Aww. That's why you can see parts of the airplane and the orphanage mixed. It's true. I've noticed that as well. So this whole game was actually just Jennifer's memory. And her remembering everything. Well, trying to remember everything, I mean. And now we did it. We can finally figure out, like, every single detail that we missed. Oh, I want to know about Hoffman. A mermaid doll. What a proud and pure creature. Diana yearned to become a beautiful lady like a mermaid. But as she grew older, she realized that she was straying further and further from her ideal self. Poor Diana. She was trapped by her own ideals. Diana was the oldest one. Oh. The night was quiet, dark, and scary. Yet it was a mysterious time that aroused excitement. Some nights we'd stayed awake in secret, hiding from the teacher, and draw pictures by lamplights. It made us feel very much like adults, something not possible during the day. It's true. I felt exactly the same when I was a kid. When everyone was asleep, hell yeah. That's when the degeneracy happened. Oh, door. Oh, we're going to learn about Amanda? Amanda was fond of using the sewing machine. When she got absorbed in something, she'd think of nothing else. Especially sewing, which was always on her mind. If we ran out of cloth or thread, she'd just sew rags. With an empty needle over and over again. And then she'd smile at the tattered rag with satisfaction. So she was crazy, as I thought from the very beginning. She was like Igor, an Igor in the making. To get the real ending, you have to go back to the place where you find the dog collar. Ah, well. Let me just explore the whole school now. I want to see all the details. The game owes me this. It's a stuffed goat. The white goat, Mary. The black goat, Sally. When Meg found her letter to Diana torn apart, she was deeply wounded and cried in Diana's arm. Even though she was the one who ripped it up, and when Meg's notebook was found out scattered about, Diana made fun of her, saying, "Mary and Sally must have ate it." Poor Meg. She was bound by the shackles of foolish devotion. And Meg was in love with Diana, but Diana just kept bullying her. Indirectly, of course. She couldn't outright bully Meg because they were both, like, members of the aristocrat club. So Meg kept trying to show Diana her devotion to her, but Diana just used that to bully her more and more indirectly, which is kind of sad. Which is really sad. Oh, what the fuck? Creepy doll. Oh, this is where the other kid was playing. Thomas was always playing with his trains. They were his only friends. There were no final stops on his railroad, for that would be devastating to him. It's rumored that my cat is in front of me and I can't read anymore, so I have to tell him to leave. Sonny. And now he left, so I can start reading again. It's rumored that this obsession had something to do with his birth, but Thomas never spoke about it with anyone. His birth? What do you mean? Oops. So what, he was an artist or something? No one really played with the toys here because they were all old. Only Thomas was the master of this room. A new girl, he exclaimed when we first met. He seemed to enjoy teasing me. Okay. Well, sure. Thomas really didn't appear that much. He just appeared from, like, here and there, but he didn't say much. Actually, before I go here, let me go up. Let me see what's inside the aristocracy. Oh, maybe not. Okay, never mind. I'm not going back there. I guess Jennifer's like, no, no more, I won't forget about that. I just want to remember the good things, not the bad ones. Are people calling my name? I just heard someone's going, Jennifer. Oh, okay, no. No. Stop calling me, that's creepy. Stop it. Shh, shut up, stop it, stop doing that. Oh, what, fuck, shit. Something about letters? Yes, it's one of the secret letters that Wendy and I traded. Oh, it's the letters that I wrote to her. Dear Wendy, my visitor in the window, thank you so much for writing to me. The man calls me Joshua, but my name is Jennifer. I've been in this room ever since he saved me. He's a nice person, but he won't let me leave. Oh. So I was right. He saved me from the airship crash. Thank you, Wendy. I want to fly away from this room and run with you into the fields. But the man is so lonely, so sad. I can't just leave him alone. Thank you, Wendy. My kind and fair princess. Is there something I can do for you? I, Jennifer, pledge to the fair Princess Wendy, everlasting true love, I am yours. Wendy, I'm here now, but I'm kind of afraid. Everything is new to me. I'm worried if I'll get along with everyone. So at this point, she is inside the orphanage again. Dear Wendy, I have great news. I found something wonderful. I look forward to every morning now, and I hope you will too. How are you, Wendy? You haven't said anything to me since I showed you the surprise. Do you like my cute little puppy Brown? Let's take care of him together. My dear Wendy, this little guy is just so adorable. When I call his name, he comes bouncing to me. Bounding to me. I know you like him too. How are you doing, Wendy? Are you alright? We'll always be friends, and Brown can be our friend too. I know you don't understand, but I can't just abandon him. You've got it all wrong, Wendy. This isn't how it's supposed to be. I never expected you to react this way. All I wanted was for us to live happily ever after together. My dear Prince. Oh, Wendy to Jennifer. This is okay. This is a letter that she never gave to us. Yes, you are my prince. A prince and a princess must be together. After all, Jennifer, you are my eternal companion. Just promise to stay by my side and save your smiles for me. That's all I ask. You don't need a filthy dog. We can't let anyone come between us. Another letter to me. You still have that filthy dog? I'll never forgive you. Have you forgotten your oath? The rule of Rose? Goodbye, Jennifer. You will regret choosing that dog over me. Alright. Alright. Peter the rabbit. Oh, remember Peter? He was the pet that Wendy suddenly decided to take care of. Oh, that's right. When we first found Wendy, Wendy was she was treating a rabbit at the very beginning of the game when we first got inside the airship. He was the pet that Wendy suddenly decided to take care of. It was about the same time I started looking after Brown. I wonder if Wendy ever loved Peter. Was she sad when she had to give him up? Damn. So basically what I understand is that, as we already discussed, Wendy was sick, so she was always alone. And then when she finally found a friend in us, and like she got super into us, and after we found Brown, like we had to divide our time between Wendy and Brown, and Wendy just couldn't take it. Oh, the game title. Clara was a quiet person. To me, she looked like just another student at the orphanage. Except when she spoke to Mr. Hoffman or Martha, then she looked scary. I wonder if I'll be like Clara when I'm older. Will I enjoy those days? Clara was the girl that Hoffman was molesting. Which is fucked up. Oh my god. Do you know what I just noticed here? Look at this bed. The bed in the middle of the room. It has like those things to put your legs on. Holy shit. Could it be that like... Oh my god! Dude, this makes sense! Remember the mermaid chapter? In the mermaid chapter, the boss was basically a girl tied up to a bed. And before we got inside that room, Hoffman was with Clara. And then the boss was basically the girl tied to the bed. And her attack were barfing and shit. I have a feeling that means that Hoffman had like... He impregnated her. Holy shit. The mermaid had a huge scar in her belly. Well, I didn't notice that, but I totally believe you. Because she was filled with scars. She had scars on her arms, scars like all over the body. I didn't notice if she had one, like a big one on her belly or not. But that's exactly what it is. And because of this bed that has like a place to put your legs on, which is like just like the beds where you give birth. Damn, dude. Maybe she had an abortion. That's fucking crazy. Dude, Hoffman was a fucking beast. What a fucking animal, man. I wonder what happened to him. Did he die? I need to know. I need to know what happened to Hoffman. I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought that the final boss of this game would be Hoffman. I really, really thought it would be Hoffman. Damn, that's crazy. I thought that Hoffman would be the one killing all the girls, but no, that's so fucking weird. And also, Diana didn't want it to grow up because that means she would replace Clara when she grew up. So that's why, oh, that's why when I found her doll, it said that she didn't want to grow up because it disgusted her. Jesus Christ. The red bird in the cage, the doll Eleanor treasured. If only we could fly like birds and go wherever we wished, she whispered softly. Yet, no matter how much Eleanor wished, she'll never be able to just fly away from this orphanage. Poor Eleanor. She was burdened by her own frozen heart. Aww. You can see what happened in the headmaster office. Gotcha. You know what? I'll leave that for last. I will leave the headmaster's office for last. Or maybe not. Maybe not, because I'm super curious to know what's gonna happen. Or what did happen. Nothing's gonna happen now, because I guess this is just us remembering stuff. Anything here? Oh. Olivia, the one who cried all the time, stopped crying completely when all the adults were gone. With no teacher to give her attention and no cleaning lady to scold her, there was no point in crying anymore. What? Poor Olivia. What? The adults just left? So that's why the kids were all alone on the last day? Oh, you know what? Let me go here. Oh, yes, let us go here. Oh, shit. The basement. Let's see what the fuck Hoffman has been doing to the girls here. These are like the punishment rooms. What? Nothing? Really? Nothing here, huh? Alright. Of all the rooms to have nothing. Okay, here we go. The cell of pleasure. There's a working film projector here. Any films you have can be played on it. Oh shit! I need to go grab my film. Wait, is there a trash can around here? Wait, do I have my inventory? I do, I still have the gun. Can I equip my gun? No. Imagine a little girl going around with a gun. The spooky things, the scary creatures that everyone talked about. They'll come and clean if you don't, sweeping bad children away like dust. Well, they actually came and attacked me. I knew what they really were, but that wasn't the problem. The real problem was my weak heart. My weakness was what drew them here. How so? The films are the cutscenes of the game? Oh, then never mind. I'm not even gonna bother with that then. I only found one at the very beginning, on the first chapter. Oh, inside the airship. I think I used the chocolate to find it. Imagine going for detention and staying here, inside the hole. That's crazy. Okay, last room. This is the room with the single stool, I think. And a sledgehammer for some reason. One time, Diana was absorbed in deep thought here. She was the prettiest and the most mature of the aristocrats. She wanted so much to be an adult. And yet, she was also afraid of growing up too fast. Didn't we say this already? When we found the doll? The mermaid? Didn't we already say that Diana wanted to grow up, but then she didn't? Well, that was a bit overwhelming. I thought she was actually going to say something like, Hoffman did this to the girls in this room, and then he did that in this room. Well, okay. Let's go... Oh, let's go here first. I think this is where I buried Brown. It all started here, when I dug up the mound. I sensed that something precious to me was buried here, and I couldn't stop myself. The old me, the one who didn't understand herself, I lost my friend because of her. If I could go back, I'd try to save him. But what has happened can never be undone. I'll never break a promise again. Damn. So basically I found my dead dog buried here. It wasn't me who buried him. They buried him here. Holy shit. Dude, if someone killed one of my cats and I had the axe like Jennifer had, I would just go wild. Fuck it.
Jennifer!
Oh, here we go. Mr. Hoffman loved to broadcast over the PA system. While we were cleaning, while we were eating, and even after we were in bed. He always announced our names in the order of his favorites. Oh my god. That is so bad. We'd all try our best to win his approval and be the first one to be called. But he never called my name, not once. I thought it was all rather silly anyway. Oh look, the fish. The fish is alive. I know you're in a very stinky place. Because that rag Diana put to my face smelled just awful. But no matter how clever or how fast you are, there's no escaping. You're like a mermaid in captivity, adapting to a new reality, leaving your home behind. Did you find happiness? Poor Koi. He was murdered by Diana. Hoffman's diary. Here we go. The book is open. Okay, 2nd March. Recently, the children have been engaging in odd activities and spreading disturbing rumors. Rumors about creatures that come after children who don't clean up and stray dogs that kidnap small tots. It's all very bizarre. 16th of August. Today I was busy catching up on my work. When Clara came by to offer me a hand, I guess my teaching paid off. I was grateful for her kindness. In the wee hours of the morning, she was still working, so I gently took her to bed. I can hardly believe it. My little Clara, bless her heart, is already 16 years old. She tells me she wants to stay at the orphanage and help with the daily chores. Maybe I should seriously consider the offer. Tomorrow I'll discuss it with Martha. At the time, it seemed so frightening. Were those scary things that attack me just figments of my imagination? August 24th. This is simply inexcusable. My precious Koi is gone. The children must be responsible. I won't stand for this. Where's my Diana? What's she been up to? My opinion of her will suffer because of this. The diary continues, but the last page is particularly interesting. It's Mr. Hoffman. It's Mr. Hoffman's last entry before he disappeared. November 11th. I'm leaving the orphanage. Clara's here to look after things, and the children are quickly growing up. I've done right and fulfilled my duty. Bloody hell. All the trouble started when that wretched child arrived. I've done nothing to deserve this. That's the end of the diary. Wait, what? We never saw Mr. Hoffman again. What happened? What the fuck happened? He just decided to leave one day? Why? Maybe he got caught? He got caught by someone doing the nasty stuff? Maybe Martha found out about it. That day, Mr. Hoffman disappeared like he was running away from something. He had tried too hard to be someone he wasn't. The expectations were too much for him, and he wanted to escape those restrictions. However, children and adults live in the same world, and we must both play by society's rules. Well, I think that little sentence just like confirmed everything. He got caught. Hopefully, he got what he deserved in the end. Oh, what? The spooky things. They sweep away everything that's dirty, including disobedient children. It was a scary story that started as a rumor and spread like wildfire. Oops. Yeah. I think there was another room here. Yep. The closet room. Amanda was always more sensitive about her looks than anyone else. One day, she was given a severe scolding by Miss Martha. That's because Miss Martha's lipstick had gone missing. The lipstick was never found, but I know Amanda took it. I've seen her applying it late at night. That doesn't sound smart. So she would have to wake up early to take the lipstick? On Halloween, we all dressed up in costumes. Everyone else wore bags over their heads and stared at me through tiny holes. Their blank faces and muffled voices. It scared me like you wouldn't believe. Is it really you under there? I asked, fearing it was something else. But no one would ever answer to me. That explains all the horrible monsters that we've been seeing. Oh, the kitchen! Here we go. This is the kitchen. Meow meow. Hey kitty, what's up? Come say hi. If Miss Martha had disappeared, there would have been no one to cook. If Clara had disappeared, there would have been no one to tend to our wounds. If Mr. Hoffman had disappeared, there would have been no one to teach us. You can't live life eating snacks all day, with no exercise or studying. If you look at it that way, even the aristocrat club needed adults around. Our world was so small. It's true. Kids need adults. Some people think that kids don't need adults, that they need to grow up all by themselves. I don't think that's right. Oh, here we go, Martha's room. There are a couple of letters here. It's a letter from the police. In response to Mr. Gregory Wilson. That's our real fake dad's name. Dear ma'am, please forgive the delay in our response. In your letter, you reported suspicious activity on the part of Mr. Gregory Wilson. After investigating the matter, we have come to the following conclusion. There is little to indicate that the said individual is connected to the recent kidnappings. Kidnappings? To the recent kidnappings, Mr. Wilson is father to a son who closely matches the description in your letter. Therefore, we have determined that there is insufficient evidence to warrant further investigation. We appreciate your cooperation and understanding in this matter. Anthony Doolittle, Cardington Police. It's a letter from Martha. November 24th. Officer Doolittle, my name is Martha Carroll, and I work at the Rose Garden Orphanage. In the past month, I have sent 6 letters to your attention, but I've yet to receive a response. Have my letters reached you? I ask that you please investigate this matter at once for the safety of our children. Yesterday, I saw them together again, Mr. Wilson and Wendy. Oh, excuse me. A child at our orphanage. I am very concerned for her safety. The two of them have been acting quite strangely. Oh, it's terribly odd. By strangely, I mean Mr. Wilson walking on all fours and nodding, and Wendy appears to be scolding him. I don't know how to explain it, except that it resembled dog training gone wrong. Oh, it gives me the shivers just thinking about it. Please come investigate this matter as. And the letter ends here, out of nowhere. Perhaps if the matter had been addressed publicly, things wouldn't have turned out as they did. Adults are so selfish. It's true. It's fucking true. Well, it's not like she could have leave the children alone, right? So at some point Hoffman left the orphanage, and then Martha and Claire, not Claire, was it Claire? Clara. And Clara were like taking care of the children by themselves. It's not like Martha could just go to the police. She had to write. She had no choice but to write letters. I came to this room every day to do laundry. The water was so cold and the soap would sting my eyes. But I didn't hate it. Because clean laundry is so refreshing. It is. I agree. I totally agree. I think there's like 2 more rooms. What the fuck? Jennifer, are you happy now? Considering how bad it was for you back then? That tragedy you wanted to forget? Now that you remember everything, how do you feel? Is the answer inside you? Think carefully, Jennifer. I can tell you exactly how I feel. I feel that this game's story deserves a better game. That's how I feel. You know, if this game's hitboxes were like good or, well, decent, I wouldn't bitch as much as I do. But the hitboxes are just horrible. I absolutely hate the combat in this game. I understand that they had to make Jennifer like super weak, but the shitty hitboxes are just like, no. I learned many things at this orphanage. The alphabet, words, how to clean and do laundry. But the most important thing I learned was the lesson I received in exchange for my dear friend's life. I finally came to understand myself. My belief and the will to stand up to them, for them. I don't want to lose those ever again. And I think that's it. This is the final room. Oh, what's this? Nothing. Sure. But still, it still doesn't excuse how the hitboxes are shit. Because the gameplay of this game is actually, like, it's passable. And I know that the combat is shit, but the combat is shit because Jennifer is not a fighter. It's on purpose. I understand that. But what really triggers me is whenever, like, there's an enemy in front of me, I'm pressing the attack button, I see the shovel hitting the enemy, but it doesn't do anything, and that just pisses me off. I hate it. And I was hit so many times because of that. Like random invincibility frames. Oh, and you know the stomp? The stomp, whenever like an enemy is down, you can actually like stomp on something. It never hits anything. It never hits anything. It's the most useless attack ever. Whenever you try to do it, like, your stomp, it pushes the enemies away from your stomp. It's so bad. A silent scarecrow, it stands there quietly, not meddling in the affairs of others. It sways in the breeze, like me. A cowardly girl who was unable to assert her true feelings. It's true. Okay, I don't think I need to go to the toilet, so let's just go. Actually, there's one more room missing. And it's this one. Right here. Wait, not this one. Wait, is it that one? It's this one. The visitor's room, or whatever the hell it is. Excuse me. Yeah, this is it. Is there something here? It was a cold winter night. I had been scolded as usual and called into the headmaster's room. I didn't like being scolded, but I didn't mind so much. When it was in front of the fireplace, which was warm and cozy. That's, that's a nice way of looking at things. Oh. This is Mr. Hoffman's prized collection of finest dishes. We would sometimes sneak them out and play house with them in the attic. But that's our little secret. It's a great story. Good graphics on the PS2, but a bad gameplay. 100% true. That's why I say, it's so sad. A good story stuck inside a shitty game. At least exploring was fun. I really think that exploring was really fun at the beginning. I enjoyed. I think that this game would be better if it was basically just an exploration game. It's a small locker. Imagine this game as an exploration game, no combat, absolutely no combat. Just you, like every chapter would be like a different area. Like the first chapter was one part of the airship, the second chapter was like the second part of the airship, the third chapter was something else, and have proper puzzles, kind of like Resident Evil. Like you would have to explore everything, like pick something up to use somewhere else, and make it a small map and not a huge map like this, because the only reason that Brown exists in this game as a gameplay mechanic is because the maps are absolutely huge and it's almost impossible to know where the fuck to go on your first playthrough. That's why you have the option to use Brown to smell items and then lead you to the place. But I actually think that makes the game boring if you're only like every time you find an item that you just use Brown to know where to go. I think that's just honestly, I think that's a bad gameplay mechanic. At first it was nice, it was like a novelty, but at some point it was just like, okay, I found an item, now I just give it to Brown, I follow Brown, I find another item, give it to Brown, I find another item, and that has been the whole game. So yeah, I don't think this is a good game at all. It's just a good story. And I enjoyed the story, just not the game. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. Blah blah blah, but it was just for me. My name was even on it. They made me feel welcome. I was so happy. I'd move my shoes in and out over and over again. Okay, well that's it. Let's go. So what I want is this game, but a more condensed version of this game. More exploration and puzzles. Puzzles with the items, that's what I want. Wendy, you're alive. If only I could equip my shovel. You killed my dog, Wendy. I have a feeling that this is just Jennifer, like, trying to remember Wendy, like, trying to remember all the good things about Wendy. Like, she's being very optimistic about everything. That's what I think. Like, she remembers everything, but everything that she's saying is like, she's just very optimistic about everything. Like, it's bad memories, but she's trying to look on the bright side of things. That's why Wendy is here. It's like one of the memories that she doesn't want to forget. Alright, well, let's go. On the bus stop? Okay. I'll go to the bus stop. See you, Wendy. You were a bad friend. Unfortunately. So the bus stop is the very beginning of the game. Let's see. At some point I'll be able to turn left, but I don't want to turn left if that's the case. I just want to go forward. Did you hear it? It's Brown! Oh my god, it's Brown! Just a moment, Brown, I'll be there in a moment. I know, Brown, I know, boy. Don't worry, I'll be there soon. Let me just go to the bus stop. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. There he is. That bus that brought me here. Should I try to take it the other way? No, that's not right. There are still things I have to do here. Wait for me, Brown. Hey, what about him? What the fuck? I want to talk to him. God damn it, Jennifer. When will you learn? Hello, little girl. Do you have a story you can share with me? A happy one, that is. Please, tell me if you do. Oh my god, this is her memory of Gregory. Of our dad, our real fake dad. Before he went absolutely insane. Please, tell me if you do. My son is waiting. The girl and her friend. It's no good. Come on, Dad. The girl and her friend is no good. It's the same real fake dad. Exactly, Clover. This is actually super cute, I'm not gonna lie. This is an amalgamation of her good memories. Everything that is bad, it doesn't exist. And I'm actually surprised that Wendy is a good memory. Since it was, in the end, it was because of Wendy that everything went bad. Wendy got so jealous of Jennifer because Jennifer was spending time with Brown that she told everyone in the aristocracy to treat Jennifer badly. And at the very end, when she saw that that wasn't working, that Jennifer wasn't going back to her, she just decided to order them to kill our dog. So that's crazy. This actually speaks a lot about Jennifer's character. That even though Wendy did like an awful thing to her in the end, she actually treasured all her moments that they had together before everything went to shit. This is like Jennifer's decision to keep the good memories alive. Which means that Jennifer, surprise surprise, is actually a good character. That's crazy. After me saying that Jennifer is like the worst video game character ever because she's been useless the whole game, at the very end, she finally became a good character, which is crazy to me. Okay, Brown, I'm coming, boy, I'm coming. Please wait for me, I'll be there. I'm right here. Brown! Brown, my boy! Oh my god, look, it's a puppy. Good boy. Yeah, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't finish the game. Because I would be lost 90% of the time. But because I had you, I was able to finish the game. So thank you, Brown. You were my favorite character. Can I pet him again? Pet the dog again. Pet him again. Do it! Wait. Wait a minute. Wait, Brown, wait. I have something for you. Here, boy. Here. I'm gonna drop this for him. Here, Brown. You can eat the bone, and you can... Oh, look at this, Brown. A big, juicy drumstick. There you go. Now you stay here. I'll come back tomorrow, okay? Oh. But honestly, if it wasn't for Brown, I wouldn't be able to finish this game 100%. I would have flushed this. My dear friends, I never want to lose you again. Okay, don't let me read it. Everlasting true love, I am yours. That's another shitty thing about this game. Some subtitles just decide to disappear on by themselves. Good boy. Who's the good boy? You are. You smelled everything that I gave you. And you protected me. You barked at my enemies while I kicked their asses. Sometimes you got hurt, but it was fine because I had food for you. We ate together. Yeah, who's a good boy? I'll protect you. Forever and ever until I die. So that's it.
Say where is my shame when I call your name.
So at the end, after she remembered what happened, all the horrible things that happened, the only memory that she decided to keep and protect was Wendy, which was her best friend before she went crazy, and Brown, which was her best friend till he died. This song is Wendy's feeling towards Jennifer. Let me listen to it.
To shame you, I would like to blame you just because of my love to you. And love itself is just as innocent as roses in May. I know.
Oh shit! Oh, my controller. I almost disconnected my controller.
Though love itself is just as brief as a candle in the wind that is greedy, just like sin.
This was basically a sad story. This was a very sad story. Everyone died.
I am a love suicide. 'Cause love itself is
I think all my cats know that I'm sad because they are gathering themselves around me. Like out of nowhere, they all just appeared. Here, I'll show them to you. If I can. They're like, what's going on? What's going on? What happened? Why are you sad? Huh? What's going on? Who's Brown? Who did this to you? Basically, they all appeared like one at a time. First, it was Sonny. He appeared. He lay down. Then it was Ellie. He was like, what's going on? Like, standing up. And then it was Timon. And he just, huh? Is someone sad around here? Hey, boy. Come say hi. Come say hi. Look. You're so yellow on camera. So yellow, the yellowest boy.
just as innocent as roses in May. It is pure white.
I'm not gonna lie. Jennifer is a better video game character than me. If I was her, like the moment that I saw Wendy's memory, I would just grab my axe again and just... There you go. That's what you get for killing my dog. The ultimate betrayal. There's nothing worse than betrayal, especially if it's your best friend betraying you. That's crazy. Sorry for not helping before. I'm happy that more people appreciated this game.